order. Ask the clerk to call the roll.
Council President Middlebrooks.
Here.
Council Pro Tem Driver. Here. Councilmember Schultz.
Here.
Councilmember Smith.
Present.
Councilmember Lovell.
Present.
Councilmember Murphy.
Present.
Councilmember McClinton.
Here.
This quorum set. We'll roll into the invocation by Councilor Murphy and followed by the Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilor Schultz. Please stand.
Ask everyone to bow their heads. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for your grace and mercy and giving us another day and an opportunity to make a difference. Also, I pray our hearts and our prayers go out to everyone impacted by the tragic shooting that occurred over the weekend. A special prayer goes to the Griggs family, for the Hoover officer involved, and the entire South Lake community. This situation is a painful reminder of how real and complex mental health struggles can be, not just for individuals, but families and the community as a whole. As for our Hoover police officer impacted, we wish him a speedy recovery. We often praise our police, and rightfully so, for the courage and dedication they show each and every day. But this line of work comes with challenges most of us will never understand. Officers wake up each day, every morning, not knowing what they may be called to, yet they are show up to protect and serve. I pray for their strength, their safety, their peace, and of mind, especially on the days that leave lasting scars. These and many blessings I ask in your Son, Jesus' name we pray, and all that agree say amen.
Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, members of council have received the agenda. Do I have a motion for approval?
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for approval and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. We'll move on to announcements. Guest recognitions. Mr. Mayor.
Good evening. First of all, I want to thank Councilman Murphy for his comments this evening. And it is, I made a comment yesterday that it was just a regular call for service. And that's what we do as far as police every day. And in my 40 some odd years and over 20 and a half years as a police chief, it's something that when you hear that officer say shots fired, your gut just starts twirling. And thank goodness that our officer's okay and unfortunate incident that took place. But I want to say thanks to the council. We all communicated yesterday. Thanks to the public outpouring of support for our police officer and our police officers in general yesterday. And just we want to offer prayers for everybody that got impacted in that situation. And thanks to our chief, Morris, and his staff did a fantastic job, and the officers on the scene did exactly what they're trained to do. So worked out about as well as it could be expected. All right, tonight we've got the Hoover High School boys and girls bowling team who both advanced to the state championship, which is really, I would think, not a common deal. And both of them came in runner-up in the state, so very, very proud of them. I'd like to ask head coach Dustin, Edgar, please come on up front, and would like for you to announce the boys and the girls that are with us tonight, and want to get up here and take a picture. We've got a proclamation, so congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor.
You've never seen me bowl, obviously,
That's
but
right.
If you had.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank everyone for being here tonight. My name is Dustin Edgar. I'm the head boys bowling coach and program director at Hoover. I just want to thank everyone at the city council and anyone else who had a part in recognizing us tonight. We are part of a bowling program, so it's not the most recognized sport for sure, but we're able to do it with amazing support from our administration at school. Dr. Sayers and our athletic director, Dr. Lamy. They provide us everything we need to be successful. I also want to thank our parents of our program who are here tonight. Some of them also part of our booster club. Just the work that y'all did all year long to support your student athletes and to support the coaching staff. Thank you all very much for everything. I'm going to start out with the girls varsity team. This year was the first time in school history that both teams not only made it to the state tournament, but just made it to postseason play. So it's a testament into the skilled bowlers that we have in the program. But for our girls varsity team, I was made up of Ava Fuller, Chloe Cofield, Chloe Wilson, Naomi Chisholm, Ada McCorder, Josie Dambrino, Ruby Fuller, and Evie McDaniel. It was the second year in a row that the girls program came runner-up in the state. I was the head coach back in 2020 and 2021, and I've said it a few times. Our girls program then was sometimes you bowl against programs where they are only able to bring 3 or 4 girls where you're supposed to have 5. So a lot of matches we weren't even able to compete in an actual match, and to see what this group has done the last 2 years has been pretty amazing. We're in the toughest region in the state, and both this year and last year they went toe to toe with the 2-time defending state champions, and really the only team in the state that could beat them in regular season matches. So it's not unnoticed where our girls program has come over the last 5 or 6 years. Some pretty big time accomplishments. We had 3 girls make our all region team. Ava Fuller, Ada McCorder, and Josie Dambrino all made the all region team. Josie Dambrino won our region bowler of the year award. And then Josie Dambrino also announced today made the all-state team. So first team all-state in the state of Alabama. So yeah, absolutely. Just so proud
we
of
get these girls to stand up as you name them?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, sorry.
Come down, girls.
Come on, y'all can come on down. Yep, come on down. One of the best stories, in my opinion, from the year was in the state championship. It was a point in the match where it didn't look great for us, and I noticed one of our senior bowlers, Ava Jane Fuller, who, even though it didn't look great, the outcome of the match was encouraging her teammates throughout the entire match, and they all do it for each other, and it's never about themselves. It's about the program. So another round of applause for a wonderful season. Now for our boys team, it is the members on the boys team start out with Aiden Dockery, Braxton Wynn, Jacob Cherry, Troy King, Chase Hollingshead, Parker Vodnowski, yes, Cohen Reemsma, and Stephen Liu.
Awesome. Guys, y'all come on down too.
Come on down to the front. This year was the first year since the 2021-2022 season that our guys team advanced to postseason play. They finished number 1 in the region, in the toughest region in the state by far. Won the Gator Classic tournament down in Mobile, regular season tournament. Also won the Panther Classic in Gadsden. We had two players or 2 bowlers make the all-region team, Braxton Wynn and Cohen Reemsma. Braxton also won Region 4 Bowler of the Year, and it was announced today. Him and Cohen made first team All-State, and Braxton was recognized as the state bowler of the year for the entire state of Alabama.
Who is Braxton?
Right here.
All right,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Came up a little bit short in the championship, lost by 27 pins. So it was a tight match. But I'm so proud of this group, how far they came from the beginning of the season to the end. Both groups, they do everything they do with class. It's never about showing up the opposing team. It's always about uplifting each other and supporting each other and celebrating each other. And I'm just super proud of our entire program and how they handled themselves from the beginning of the year to the end. They were supportive of each other and just cared about each other as team members. So this is the third runner-up finish in school history for the guys, and the second for the girls. So again, congratulations on a great season.
Girls parents, anybody wants to pick? No, girls, where did you? Sorry?
I'm gonna steal hers off of Facebook.
Okay, perfect.
Congratulations, coach and team. I want to recognize a couple of council members, former council members that are here. It's always good to see Joe Reeves, and he brought a long guest with him tonight, Admiral Jack Natter. Always good to see you as well, sir. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Democracy in action, right? Also, we have Representative Mike Shaw here tonight, and former council member as well. Good to see you, Mike. We have another guest tonight, Jay Welborn. Why don't you come on up? Here, there's an open judge seat in Shelby County you're considering.
Thank you, everybody, tonight. Mr. Mayor, Council, appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight. It's good to look around and see some friendly faces and good friends here. Steve, Casey, Ashley, Christy, Mr. Charlie over here, Sean and Stephen in the back, good friends of ours. My name is Jay Welborn, and I am running for the newly allocated district court seat in Shelby County. Shelby County currently has 2 district court judges. The last district court seat was allocated in the mid-1990s. Shelby County's population at the time was somewhere between 108 and 110,000 people. And based on population growth, I think the last count in 2023, it was just shy of 227,000 people. So the state legislature, Representative Shaw and his crew down there over the last couple of years decided that Shelby County was big enough now and had enough caseload that we needed a 3rd district seat. I have spoken to the incoming presiding judge. This is going to be specifically a district civil seat. We have a district court judge that handles a majority of the criminal cases. We have a wonderful district court judge that handles the juvenile court cases, and they are now dividing at this point the civil matters that come before district court. It's a very important seat because district court is where 95% of people have their very first experience with the judicial system. It is where all but a very small handful of criminal cases get their start. And it is where your traffic tickets that are not written by municipal officers and law enforcement end up. It is also where a lot of landlord-tenant issues end up for evictions and unlawful detainers and things of that nature. District court hears cases for small claims up to $6,000 and also monetary and property value cases up to $20,000. It is also one of the most undervoted positions on the ballot. This is going to be on the May 19th ballot. A lot of people don't care to vote for judges because they never assume that they're going to be in court or in front of a judge, so they don't think that it matters. But because this deals with everyday life Like I said, it's where about 95% of people have their first interaction, and 90% of it is they're self-represented. It's high volume, it's fast-paced, and it matters to everyday people, whether it's collections, small claims, eviction, landlord-tenant issues, things of that nature. So it's extremely important. So I encourage everybody that's here to get out and vote, but make sure that you flip over on the backside, because the district judges are down all the way right above our statewide amendments, like whether or not we want indoor turtle farming in Marengo County. I don't live in Marengo County. I'm not a turtle farmer, but sometimes we have to vote on things like that. But we are all the way down at the bottom, just above that. I would like to answer any questions. If anybody has any this evening, I would be willing to stay as long as the council and the mayor will let me occupy space in the building this evening. But I would like to thank the opportunity to Mr. McClinton for inviting me this evening and the council for giving me just a few minutes here. And I humbly ask the citizens of Hoover that live in Shelby County for your vote on May 19th. And I look forward to serving the Shelby County residents in this seat. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Best of luck. We'll now hear accreditation update from Fire Chief Clay Bentley.
Thank you, Mr. President, Council, and Mayor. I would like to take just about 10 minutes tonight to kind of give you just an overview of our accreditation process in 2026. But before I do that, I want to remind you that the Fire Chiefs Conference, the Professional Development Conference, is going on this week at the Winfrey. We're the host city, and so we would encourage you, if you'd like to come tomorrow, 7:30, 7:45 for opening ceremonies. You're all invited. Anyone who would like to come can come. So I just want to start about and talk just briefly about accreditation. I want to talk just a little bit about ISO, and then give you our statistics for 2025. Typically, I like to give that information to you before we publish it, and we put our annual reports on our website. We don't bind those anymore, but if someone wanted a hard copy, we could do that. But tonight, we're going to talk just briefly about Center for Public Safety Excellence and the Commission on Fire Accreditation International. If you remember back in 2019 and 20, our fire department went through the accreditation process, and we were the first fire department to achieve accreditation in the state of Alabama. We're one of only 3 that are accredited now. That's Montgomery, Mobile, and our city. Can you go to the next slide? Some of you in this room participated a few months ago in our community-driven strategic plan. We had over 40 members of our community talk to us about what they expected from the fire department, and to me, that is extremely important. The fire department exists to serve the community, and as I was growing up in the fire service, sometimes we didn't always engage the community in what they thought. We just did what we thought the right thing to do was. But we had a lot of feedback from community members, and it kind of had given us an idea of what we need to strive for. We took that information, we went back and had an internal stakeholders meeting, and they came up with 4 broad goals for the next 5 years. And you have 2 documents in front of you. One is the 5-year strategic plan, and one is the standards of cover. The strategic plan lists 4 broad goals. Number 1, to improve personnel resources to ensure better quality of service for the community. And that deals with staffing, that deals with the number of people we have, that deals with what types of resources we have. All of those things are rolled into that one component. Number 2 is to modernize our physical resources to better safeguard our community and our personnel. That's to have the correct fire stations where they need to be and built, and to keep those updated and to our standards, not only for the personnel, but for the community that they serve. Number 3 is to enhance information technology to assist fire personnel with maximizing operational efficiency and meeting community needs. One of the most important things that the community told us that they wanted from the fire department was fast response times. That was one thing. It was one of the things that was mentioned multiple times. We use a lot of different technology to help us with response times and mapping and those type things. But there's a lot of stuff out there that doesn't work. And we want to make sure that what we do and how we research things fit our fire department. And number 4, enhanced training for a more confident and effective workforce. That deals with how we treat our customers. A little customer service goes a long way. How we treat internal stakeholders and those type things. All of those are our broad 5-year strategic plan categories. And those were the things that the citizens had asked for. Could you go to the next slide, please? This document is what I'm most proud of, is our community risk standards of cover. When I was growing up in the fire department, we would often ask, well, why do we send 3 engines and a ladder truck and 2 chiefs and whatever other resources to a specific type of fire? And we always said that, well, we did it because that's what we've always done. And to me, that's really not good enough. We need to know why we're doing what we're doing. And although experience does help us with that, we wanted to know. So we evaluated every risk that could potentially happen in our city. And we also applied critical tasking to that to assign resources and personnel to those types of emergencies through a low, medium, and high risk category. And so now we know why we do what we do. And so we defined our level of services as related to our community-driven strategic plan, and it's kind of all rolled into one document. Next slide, please. We have just completed our self-assessment manual, and so the self-assessment manual is 11 categories. You can see those 11 categories, and this is not just a fire department effort. We had help from Dr. Lopez. We had help from Human Resources. We had help from the mayor's office. This looks at everything that our department and city does as an agency and as an authority having jurisdiction. There are 250 performance indicators. 94 of those are core competencies. And this self-assessment manual incorporates our strategic plan and our standards of cover for the next 5 years. Next slide, please. Our next step is to submit the self-assessment manual to the commission. They will assign 4 peer assessors from somewhere around the United States to come and assess our department. Typically, they will assess our department somewhere between March and June. After they come and visit our department, they have 45 days to complete a report. And if they recommend us to be accredited, we would appear in front of the commission in August in Chicago. Next slide. Currently, there are 343 accredited agencies out of 30,000 fire departments in the nation. There are 417 agencies that are ISO Class 1 departments. And currently, there are only 125 agencies in the United States that hold both achievements, and Hoover Fire Department is one of those. I do not say that to boast. I say that to show you the level of commitment and dedication that our members have to serving the community, and also the level of dedication and commitment that you and the mayor's office have toward the fire service. And so we're grateful for that. And we hope that this accreditation process will help us to show that. I want to talk just a couple minutes about Insurance Service Office. A lot of people put a lot of stock in ISO, and I do as well. For many years, the fire service used ISO as something to hang our hat on to say that, hey, if you're an ISO class whatever, you're a good fire department. That's true. But ISO only looks at structural firefighting. They don't look at anything else. They look at what equipment you carry, what hose you carry, how many personnel you have, what training you do. All of that is related back to structural firefighting. Structural firefighting is only about 3 to 4% of what we do. The accreditation process looks at everything that we do. ISO has been around since the early 70s, and it was a nonprofit organization that was designed to help identify the costs of fire insurance. And in 2009 or 10, they were bought by Verisk Analytics, which is a $32 billion for-profit company, and they're just a small portion of Verisk. When you look at how ISO grades your department, if you'll see, they grade the department 10% for the dispatch center, which we received full credit for our dispatch center. They evaluate the water system or water supply, which is your hydrants, water supply, water mains, and distribution. Our department received 39.4 points for that category. And, you know, we deal with 4 water systems, Central Alabama Water, Pelham, Shelby County, and Bessemer Water. And then 50 points of the grade comes from the fire department. Our fire department scored 41.62 points out of 50. The only thing that we can really improve on, which we're already a class 1, so we don't have to improve that much, but the only thing we can improve on is personnel, more staffing, and if we had a little bit better distribution in some areas. And then we received 5.42 points on community risk reduction, which gives us a total points of 96.48 with some diversionary points, which is 93.41 points. So we went back through our ISO accreditation. We went back through our ISO grading back in 23, and we even gained some points from 2017. So that's a little bit about ISO. And then I just want to cover just our statistics quickly because I don't like posting these before you get to see them. And if anyone wants an annual report that's hardbound, we can do that. But if not, you can simply look at the website and you can see it there. Total calls for service for the fire department was 14,750 calls. We average 40.5 calls in a 24-hour period. Our average response time, and this is total calls, was 7 minutes and 36 seconds to the first unit arriving. We made 6,775 transports to emergency departments with an EMS collection rate, or EMS transport collection at $2,729,762.76. We collected $433,285.87 in fire dues. That's people who live outside our city limits that subscribe to the fire department in unincorporated Jefferson and Shelby counties. We had over 58,000 hours in training. We had 223 certifications through the Alabama Fire College and Personnel Standards Commission. And we had 8 of our members graduate from paramedic school, successfully graduate from paramedic school. Our department attended over 300 events in the community. We had $2,397,422 in property loss, and we saved $12,531,225 in property. So those were just some Cliff's note of the statistics for the fire department in 2025. I appreciate the opportunity to give you this information, and I'm open for any questions you might have.
Any questions for Chief Bentley?
Chief, there was a gentleman on TV years ago that I think his statement was no brag, just fact.
Just fact. Well, there it is. It's just facts. A little quick, but I just want to get through that as quick as I could, but thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thanks, Chief.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Before I do public comments, so we had no one sign up for public comments, just to make sure, is anyone wanting to address the council at this time? Seeing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Council, is there anything on the consent agenda you'd like to remove? Seeing none, is there a member of the public that wants to remove anything from the consent agenda? So the city attorney will read these. We will not debate or communicate on these items as we've already done so on Thursday night during our work session. Mr. Attorney?
Mr. President, if you'd indulge me for a moment, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out, since we had the bowling team here, that my alma mater, Jacksonville State University, won the National NCAA Championship in women's bowling in 2024. Came in second last year. We're on our way to winning again, and we're playing in the same division that the SEC, the ACC, Big Ten is Conference USA. And Shannon O'Keefe, who is our coach, most recently was in Birmingham in 2022 when she won the gold medal at the World Games and also medaled in the doubles. And she's been on the professional women's bowling tour. So if there happens to be anybody that lagged behind me here and their daughter or whomever was here, I'd like to talk to them about coming to JSU bowling for us. Thank you. We have the review and payment of bills. We have the minutes for January 22 and January 26. I'm sorry, January 22 and January 20 and 26. Resolution number 874026, that's a resolution reappointing a member to the Hoover Arts Council of the City of Hoover. Resolution 874126, a resolution approving an alcohol license for Oshushi, AL Inc., DBA Oshushi, located at 5519 Grove Boulevard, Suite 101. Resolution number 874226, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute the Tyler Cab Export Interface Agreement for the 911 Center. Resolution 874326, resolution authorizing the mayor to submit an application for the Rebuild Alabama Annual Grant Program for fiscal year 2026. Resolution 874426, authorizing the mayor to execute a memorandum of agreement with United Ability. Resolution 874526, a resolution authorizing the general manager of HoovSim, that's HOOVSFM LLC, to execute a license agreement with Perfect Game Incorporated on behalf of the city. Resolution 874626, and it's a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for professional services with Naroom Strategies Corporation for marketing and communications leadership.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. I want to point out to the members of the council, so the agenda we have printed and what's on what Charlie was reading from there didn't quite sync up, so members of the council might want to reference the laptop here for the future. Now we will move on to Resolution 873926.
Mr. President, do you want to recognize those members that were appointed to the Arts Council?
We have a few more, and then we're going to ask them to come down.
Thanks, sir.
Resolution number 873926.
That's a resolution appointing a member to the Hoover Arts Council.
Mr. President, I move to approve resolution number 873926.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. If I can. Excuse me just a minute here. This is the appointment of Heather Skaggs to the Hoover Arts Council. Any comments from council? Any comments from the public? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Welcome, Ms. Skaggs. Thank you. All right, resolution number 875026, Mr. Attorney.
This is a resolution concurring with the mayor on the appointment of a member to the Hoover Arts Council, and this is for Lieutenant Johnson.
Mr. President, I move to approve resolution number 875026.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments from council?
Mr. President, I'd also like to recognize that Martina sang the national anthem at the National Dog Show in New York just recently. Did a good job. I listened to the film.
Many talents. Any further comments from council? Any from the public? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you. Resolution number 875126.
This is a resolution concurring with the mayor on the appointment of Darla Williamson as a member of the Hoover Arts Council.
Mr. President, I move to approve resolution number 875126.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments from council? Any comments from the public? Ms. Dismukes? Yes, ma'am. Come on down, please.
Thank you. Tracy Dismukes, co-chair of the Hoover Arts Council. Just for clarification, in your consent agenda, who was the member that you reappointed to the Arts Council?
Pamela Sale.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further comments from the public? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. All right, the ayes have it. Unanimous decisions. If I could ask those that were appointed or reappointed to come on down and let's get a quick picture, Mr. Mayor. The one person that was in the consent agenda, she couldn't be with us tonight, so that's why she was in the consent agenda. Ms. Dismukes, anyone else for the Arts Council? Y'all come on down. Ms. Fuller, where are you? Oh, Ms. Fuller, you want to come on? You're still a member. You can't get away from us.
Robin should have dressed up better.
He's got his vest on. We're good.
Oh.
Be in our next book.
We will move on to resolution number 874726, Mr. Attorney.
That is a resolution updating the City of Hoover General Fund Balance Reserve Policy.
Are there any comments from council on this resolution?
Motion to approve resolution number 874726.
Let me see if there's a.
Oh,
I'm sorry. No, you're right.
hold on, I'm right?
You are right. We have a motion.
Aye.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Now, is there any comments from the council?
I think that probably later on, we may end up revisiting this after we find out what the interchange project is going to end up costing us to have the bids come back. I think that we were all a little bit surprised to find out how much of the reserves really aren't there compared to what we thought maybe were there to begin with. Just a few $1 million were spent that we did not know had been spent. But thank you, Melinda, for everything you've done, wherever you are. Back there somewhere. There you are, you're hiding.
That's right.
Any other comments or questions from council?
Mr. President, I just want to make a comment. Everyone keep in mind a lot of the communication and conversation about each item takes place in a work session we have in the preceding Thursday. So when things are just voted in a regular meeting, it's not because we did not have conversation. It's a business meeting the week prior. So I just want to make that statement, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Any further comments from council? Any from the public on this matter? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Resolution 874826, Mr. Attorney.
This is a resolution approving the fiscal year 2025 year-end budget amendment.
Motion to approve resolution number 874826.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments from council on this matter? Seeing none, any comments or questions from the public? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. We will now move on to ordinance number 2687, Mr. Attorney.
This ordinance levies an additional $20 for each residential building permit issued in the city to fund the Central Alabama Home Building Academy.
Motion to approve ordinance number 26-2687.
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
Well, wait a second. It'd be a motion to adopt, wouldn't it?
Motion to adopt.
Sounds good to me.
Second to adopt.
We have a motion to adopt in second. We had extensive presentations and comments on this during the first reading. Is there any comments from council, comments or questions? Seeing none, any from the public on this matter? We have the state sponsor of this bill, Representative Shaw, here with us, so thank you for bringing this opportunity to everybody. Ms. Dickerson, can you call the roll, please?
Councilor Schultz? Councilor Smith?
Aye.
Councilor Lovell?
Aye.
Councilor Driver?
Aye.
Councilor Murphy?
Aye.
Councilor McClinton?
Aye.
Councilor Middlebrooks?
Aye. With 7 ayes, the ordinance passes. We have members of the Home Building Academy here, or the Home Builders Association, excuse me, not the Academy quite yet. And then Representative Shaw, would y'all mind coming down for a quick picture? I understand that the city of Hoover will be the first to bring this forward, and probably many cities in Jefferson County to follow. So.
Congrats, man. Thank y'all.
Your final location? Yes, Hoover.
We will now set a public hearing, resolution number 873826, Mr. City Attorney.
That's a resolution granting conditional use approval for a 3-tenant shopping center for the property located at 1543 Montgomery Highway.
The public hearing will be set for February 23rd, 2026. Comes to the end of the agenda. Is there any comments from council at this point? Mr. Smith, you sure?
I'm going to save mine for later.
Okay. At this time, we are going to go into an executive session. Mr. City Attorney, do you have any comments or estimated time?
Yes, we're going to go into executive session to discuss some matters of litigation, potential litigation, as well as economic development. But we need to have, somebody needs to make a motion to go into
Before we make
executive
that motion to go into executive session, Ms. Lovell, do you have a comment?
Yes, Mr. President, I just wanted to thank, America's favorite counselor and I, Mr. McClinton, went to Montgomery this past week, and I just wanted to extend a deep gratitude to Representative Shaw, Representative Holsey, and Representative DuBose for showing us around. And we had a great day, and we're looking forward to continuing our relationships in Montgomery, and thank you very much.
On top of that, I will say that, Mike, thanks again for your graciousness. You know, it's a different administration, different council, and I think relationships matter, and you're going to see that the leadership of this mayor and this council, especially our council president and pro tem, are very serious and intentional about us doing for y'all in Hoover and going to Montgomery purposefully and letting people know who we are and what we're about and how Hoover wants to be the best it can be. And that starts with relationships. And I want to thank Mike and my colleagues, and the mayor and staff for making that happen. The session is going to end sometime probably in April, but the council, bits and pieces of us, 2 or 3 at a time, we plan to go down at least 2 times a month just to meet and greet and, try to bring home the bacon for Hoover. So thank y'all.
Thank you. Chief Bentley, did you have something to add? I gave you 10 minutes.
I got so excited when I was speaking, I forgot to tell you something. Probably the most important thing that I needed to tell you.
4 more.
The 2 documents that you have are for you to review, obviously, over the next 2 weeks, and then we would bring back to you a resolution for you to adopt that for the next 5 years. So I left that part out. Thanks.
All right. Mr. Attorney, can you read that one more time for executive session? I'm sorry.
Yes, we're requesting that the council go into executive session. An exception to the public meetings law is that going into executive sessions for several different reasons. One of those is for litigation, potential litigation. Another is for discussing economic development matters. This is the reason we're going to do that.
Motion to go into executive session.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Ms. Dickerson, can you read the call the roll, please?
Councilor Schultz,
Aye.
Councilor Smith,
Aye.
Councilor Lovell,
Aye.
Councilor Driver,
Aye.
Councilor Murphy,
Aye.
Councilor McClinton,
Aye.
Councilor Middlebrooks.
Aye. With 7 ayes, we will very shortly go into executive session. Scott, do you have something to add? And can you give us an estimated time?
That's what I'm about to do. Always hesitate when I do this. I'm estimating 1 hour. Now, I do not anticipate any request to vote on anything, so the meeting can automatically adjourn at the end of that session if you so desire, rather than coming back out to formalize the adjournment. It's just
Council will take no further action through executive session.
Scott, besides the mayor and council members and the attorneys, don't we need some staff members?
Yes, sir. They have planned to provide council a presentation. The engineering staff, substantially, the engineering staff, they know exactly, I believe the clerk has talked to engineering to identify which ones will be in there, and they know who they are.
Very well. We will go into executive session now. Thank you all for coming out.